Well, it's been a little while since I've been on camera, and we are back today for something a little special. I have a review unit of the Neo-Geo Mini. Got an email about a week or so ago on it, and they asked if I wanted to review it for Hardcore Gamer. I thought, well, you know what? It looks fun. There is the box. You get 40 games, including a whole bunch of Metal Slugs, a couple King of the Monsters, Blues Journey, which I don't recall, Magician Lord, which I do, very good platformer. Whole bunch of King of Fighters games, Art of Fighting, ton of Samurai Showdown, Ninja Masters, Football Frenzy, Blazing Stars, World Heroes Perfect. Well, that's really the only version of World Heroes you need, so can't really say you need the other ones. Sengoku 3, great brawler there. Robo Army, which I have not played. Shock Troopers, which I don't recall. And my personal favorite Neo-Geo game ever, 3-Count Bout. Why is that my favorite? It's a wrestling game. Also, it will destroy you with the difficulty. But it is a lot of fun. It has a really nice street fight mode. So I was shocked. I was expecting the system. So I got that, and I thought, okay, cool, I got the mini cab. They also sent me a controller, which is kind of cool. And I have an HDMI cable. And that's, it's an HDMI cable. Who doesn't? I have probably, a dozen of those. And it looks like, oh, I got a white controller too. So I have two Neo-Geo controllers. Now I guess I have a black and a white now. I did not know that there was a white one. Actually, this is the first time I've really looked in this box seriously. Because I got it when I got home, and everybody let me know, hey, you got a package from China. It's like, well, that's odd. What have I really ordered from China? And it took me a moment to think. It's like, oh yeah, the Neo-Geo review unit. And I checked the email. I was like, oh yeah, sure enough, that's coming from China. So it's probably that. So luckily, that's all it was. But let's take a look here. I don't want to damage the packaging. I'm maybe a little too meticulous when it comes to stuff like that. But I don't want packaging to get damaged when it can be avoided, which seemingly cannot be avoided here. So there, let's get the bottom parts. Open it up this way, and that way I won't tear any of the box, hopefully. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I don't want to have things get damaged when it can be prevented. There we go. Alright. I just want to see if it's USB. Because if it's USB, I have a really good controller for computers now. Because the Neo-Geo Mini, or the Neo-Geo X rather, this is the Mini. Yeah, the X was the little portable. About, I guess, 5-6 years ago. That was alright. But it had a really good clicky, micro-switchy joystick. Okay, really? You come out now. Damn it. Now. Controller. You leave. I demand. I want to use you. Okay, well I tore the little cardboard thing, but whatever. Alright, so on the upside, no one's ever stealing anything in this because you can't open the boxes up even if you want to. Alright, so this is a USB-C. Okay, so it is a white NeoGeo Pen. The stick is not clicky. That is disappointing. It's very plasticky too. It's not rubberized in any way. Still feels pretty comfortable though. The select and start buttons are kind of weird. So it's been eons since I've used a Neo-Geo arcade cabinet. This is the layout that they had, same layout the Mini X had, or the Neo-Geo X had, which had a really good joystick. That was easily the best part about that thing, because the actual emulation was not the greatest. I like that it says sample on there. So yeah, if anyone ever sells these, well, you'll see sample on there, which, I mean, I sell something like this, folks. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it feels actually pretty good in the hand. It's got some weight to it. No rattling, no nothing, which honestly for something I'm getting from China, kind of surprises me. But yeah, USB-C on there, that's kind of neat. So I'm assuming then it takes USB-C, so what the heck, let's open up the arcade cab, because, I mean, why not? I should have got like a knife or something, but oh well. I used to have my blade, and then that broke off when I was, I forget if I was working it broke off or not. I think it might happen after a shift, but that sucked, because that was a really nice use of a dollar. Now, this actually opens up pretty easily, except for the fact it has more crap on the sides. Now, I would understand in a retail setting why you would seal the boxes up in 5 different directions. For something that's a mail order, it doesn't quite make as much sense. So I guess the idea is, hey, if you ever want to sell it in a retail store, it's protected. That's what spider wrap is for. Alright, so here is the arcade cabinet itself. Now this does have HDMI out, or else they're just really nice in sending me a, no, it's kind of an odd smell right out of the box that luckily did kind of dissipate, but that looks, you know, it looks kind of neat, it's kind of cool, it's really small, I like the blue. Definitely really handy. The joystick itself is really small. It actually works better like that. The buttons are barely labeled, so you've got ACBD. Deselect and start are a lot better here. The yellow is the start and blue is select. The layout is a lot nicer for those buttons on the arcade unit than they actually are on the controller, which is a little odd, but not too odd. And off to the side there is the USB-C. And I'm wondering how it is powered. Okay, there's a headphone jack, DC in, which actually my very official giant box here, which, like, legit, this is from China, folks. That's kind of cool. Okay, so there does not appear to be a power cable. That's a little odd, but I'm sure I can get a USB-C or something at work. Oh, never mind. Hang on. I missed a box in the box. There's a plain white box to go along with the other boxes. And there is, okay, there's the cable. There is a series of stickers. Cool. I don't mind stickers. I like stickers. I don't know what I'll use them for, but I'm sure they will be used to do something one day. Maybe. Probably not. Cannot vouch for those things ever actually getting used. I'm guessing I'll have to use a power brick to power this thing up, and you get a manual, which, okay, it's the international version. Instructions actually spelled correctly. That does surprise me a little bit. Okay, everything's, yeah, pretty good. How to use headphone. Okay, there we go. We got some English. How to use headphone instead of headphones. Okay, how to add another player. Voice volume. There's actually quite a lot to this until we get into the German instructions. So you have 9 pages of instructions, and you get to other languages. Neato. I will play this maybe later. I don't know. I'm definitely not going to play it now, but because I don't have it like charged or anything. But yeah, cool thing. Definitely looking forward to bringing this into work. So we'll have something to play in the break room during Black Friday, because that'll be kind of crazy. And who wouldn't want to just kind of kick back and play some Neo-Geo on Black Friday? Like, that'd be kind of cool. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to trying this thing out. Might as well show off the black controller, since I'm really not worrying too much about all the packaging being perfect. And, of course, this one comes out easily, because, of course, it will. First one had to be a struggle. This one is neat. I will say I do kind of prefer the black. It looks a lot cooler, and all the Neo-Geo stuff I've ever had, I kind of associate black with it, but this is really nice. I'm interested in seeing how much harder games like Metal Slug are with the aiming, because on that game with that joystick back with the X, and in the arcades, because I actually did play the Neo-Geo arcade cabinets back when you had it's like 4 or 5 games on each cabinet, and those were a lot of fun. I remember going to Vegas as a kid. By the way, 11 years old, wrong age to go to Vegas. Well, and the right age, because you will learn a lot about a lot of things. But maybe not all the good things. And yeah, definitely looks cooler with the black. The white fits the side of it better, because the side of this thing is all white, but the black fits the main part of it. And I guess you could get 3 players with this. Let's see, you've got 1 player there, 2 player there. Okay, so it does look like it is limited to 2-player games on this thing. And this would be your portable one, which joystick, yeah, not the greatest feeling or sounding thing in the world. I'm sure it'll work. I will definitely be using this for TV playback. I'm guessing that's the power button there on the back with the SNK logo on there. HDMI. Real cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this. It should hold up pretty nicely. The issues that SNK had before with the X were the emulation, I believe. There's some reason they threatened a lawsuit over it. And the emulation on that one was okay. But the HDMI playback had a lot of tearing. And from what I've seen, this one's a victim of that too. I want to see how bad it is. Because sometimes screen tearing is very minor. You know, if it happens once in a blue moon, it really doesn't bother me too much. It's just kind of a peripheral annoyance. And sometimes it is the worst kind of annoyances. But, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. Like, I can definitely see this being something we'll use in the break room and have some fun with for Black Friday. And there is the black controller with sample written on it. And my finger covering a button. But, yeah, there's the white controller, there's the black controller. There they are. Tippy top. Neat to say sample. Gotta say, looks kind of cool. The black, you know, it's strange. It's like the black, the text on there is kind of odd. It still works. I kind of like that the white one has a really stark contrast. And other than my 360 pad, I don't think I have any white controllers. Oh, never mind. Dreamcast. I think I have a white GameCube controller from GameStop, but that doesn't really count. Well, that is the NeoGeo Mini. And the review should be up on Hardcore Gamer probably in a couple weeks. I'm probably not going to play it anytime immediately in depth, just due to scheduling. But I'll probably play it a bit on Sunday, and who knows. So, yeah, that'll be that.